All right, these are dreams and visions from Carol. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit them all in one video, so be sure and look in the video list for 2 of them from Carol. Okay, she says, about 2 years ago, I had a vision right before I went to sleep. I usually kneel down to pray, get up, and read my Bible each night before going to sleep. This one night after praying, I got up, sat on the side of my bed, and as I sat there before reading, everything in front of me changed. I saw a huge nuclear bomb sign that was the size of a large city go over cities in the United States. It started up in Maine and went through New York, stopped on Washington, D.C., went to Virginia Beach area, down through North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi. It ended at the coast of Louisiana, all in a lightning bolt pattern. Then my vision ended, and I saw my bedroom again. I said, whoa, what just happened? It was my very first vision. I've had many dreams before, but not a waking vision. And that's really amazing. Visions are really amazing. It's really sad. I knew one little girl who had her first vision when she was 16, and her parents took her straight to some psychologist and put her on a bunch of drugs, thinking she was hallucinating or something. Isn't that sad? But this is a confirmation. I'll put it in the annotations up here, of a nuclear bomb dream that I had over major cities. I didn't get details of which cities or anything like that, but it was multiple cities at the same time. Oh, I popped right off of hers. Okay. Then that one's pretty big. She says, I've had many dreams of storms, tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, famine, and 7 ark dreams, where I'm trying to help others come into an ark. All my dreams are happening in the USA. The last ark dream that I had was only 1 week ago. I was outside somewhere and trying to get my kids to come inside, and there was this coyote-like animal that came up to me, and I stopped him by putting my foot on his neck, and then other dogs and animals were coming towards me, but I had to get my kids in the boat first. They went in, and then a lot of animals came in also. The last one was a bulldog. He looked up at me, and I smiled and told him, come on in. Then people started to come towards the door, and I looked down and saw I was on a boat. The people came in, and I looked over to my left side and told this old man to come in. He said he wasn't coming in. I told him that I've had lots of dreams and visions, and that he had a choice to either come in or stay outside for the nuclear bombs. He got up and came in then, and that's what you're doing right now. This is sort of a symbolic of what you're doing right now. You're trying to convince people to come on in, come in the ark, get in Jesus Christ, get in the Spirit of Christ, under his wings where we have protection. And this man wasn't going to come in, but when he heard your dreams and visions, he decided to come in. And so we're sharing your dreams and visions right now, and I'm sure God's going to use them in that way, and that's amazing. He got up and came in. After he came in, I looked and saw a huge group of people coming toward me as I waved my arms and motioned for them to come in quickly. I looked over to my left again and saw many people on a concrete wall not coming in, and I even saw a woman that looked like Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island show. I saw her make an awful expression, and I heard the explosion and saw some fire and bright lights. Then all at once the boat took off, what looked like a ramp of water through a tunnel. Probably rapture symbolism. And a lot of people say that when the bombs come down, we go up, like Jonathan Kleck said, and lots and lots of people are seeing that type of thing. The next thing, I was going from floor to floor, checking on all the people, and I went into a large room that was a gymnasium, and we had put up curtains for all the people to have somewhere to sleep. I looked around the curtain, and all the people were asleep, and I asked a man that I had put in charge where my children were at, and he said they're in the captain's suite. I went to the suite and looked out a window and saw how big the boat was. It was a huge cruise liner ship. I then started to pray in my dream for strength to be able to help save and take care of so many people and animals. I woke up and found myself praying, asleep and awake. I do that. I wake up praying. Yeah, you probably are responsible for a large number of souls, and obviously if he's speaking to you in this way in dreams and visions, he'll equip you for that. So It looks like I will get all these in one video. I'm almost done. She says, I've had many dreams of the rapture over the years, and each one of them involve great things happening as the rapture is taking place, like tornadoes, earthquakes, floods. Even in one dream, I was riding down a road with these people I didn't know, and we came to a stop, and this black-haired woman and myself got out of the car. I looked up and saw the sky rolling with fire. I then saw two huge angels come down to the ground, and then her and I went up. That sounds almost like the same thing in the first one with the nuclear bombs and then the rapture. Bombs come down, we go up again. Another dream. I was standing in a beautiful field and I looked up and saw the 4 horsemen that Revelation describes. All of them were huge and in order going across the sky. After they passed, I started singing this beautiful song of praise for Father. I couldn't understand the song I sang, but as I sang, it went into the heavens and echoed as it went up. That's says that in the book of Revelation, a song that only the redeemed know. And one vision, she says, I had fallen in my real life and hurt my shoulder. 2 of my sisters in our fellowship group came to my home to pray for me. As we prayed, I saw myself in a beautiful white wedding gown, dancing in a huge ballroom with Jesus. We were dancing around and around. And then I saw 2 angels, let me go back. When she says dancing around and around, it reminds me of, I had a vision of the wedding supper. And, I don't think I posted that yet. And, yeah, I went to this girl. There was about a, 9 to 12-year-old girl there. And I believe she was my daughter. But she's not in this life, and their medical circumstances, stuff I don't really want to go into. But I was so thrilled to see her, and she was so thrilled to see me, and she had a beautiful burgundy velvet gown on, and we did that. We danced around and around. We were like floating in air, like kids just holding each other and just spinning and dancing. And so I know exactly what she's talking about. It's an amazing time. It's the most exciting, euphoric thing you can ever imagine. Okay, she says, and Jesus and I were dancing around and around. Then I saw 2 huge hands held out to me, and I started walking up a high set of steps that went up from the ballroom. I saw my beautiful gown and train flowing on the steps behind me as I went up. I saw myself as a young woman again with my long, thick black hair. I'm now 55 years old, and my hair is almost completely white. The thing about this vision is, as my sisters were praying for and with me, one of them started swaying as if dancing, and she said, the Savior said for me to come and dance with him at the very same time that I was seeing the vision too. I told her she was the only person that had seen me in my new body. It was amazing. So that's it. Those are the ones that Carol shared. Some really amazing stuff and a lot of confirmations, and I hope they were a puzzle piece for somebody. Let's discuss them. Comment below. And thanks a lot, Carol. And we love you guys all, and God bless you.